It sat quietly in a corner near Gate 14, ordinary on the outside, unassuming in color. Airport staff passed it multiple times, assuming someone would return. But hours rolled by, and the suitcase remained. No tags, no name, just silence. Curious and concerned, a security officer approached. Protocol dictated caution. They called the bomb squad, cordoned off the area, and prepared for the worst. But when the suitcase was carefully unzipped, what they found was not dangerous. It was heartbreaking. Inside, curled into a trembling ball, was a tiny, shivering puppy, eyes wide with confusion. Beside it, folded neatly but soaked in tears, was a letter, and that's where this story begins. The letter was handwritten, ink smudged in places, but the words were clear. It began with a simple line, "I'm sorry for leaving him here, but I had no choice." The writer explained that the puppy's name was Leo, a 5-month-old golden retriever, full of energy and love. The owner, a young woman named Alina, poured her heart into the pages. She wrote of sleepless nights during lockdown when Leo was her only companion, how his soft paws on her lap reminded her she wasn't alone, how his little whines pulled her out of panic attacks, how, on her darkest days, he was her light. But life had turned cruel. A sudden job loss, an eviction notice, no family, no one willing to help. She was forced to leave the country for survival, but pets weren't allowed on her flight. I called shelters. They were full. I begged strangers. No one cared. I had 60 minutes to decide. So I packed a bag, kissed him goodbye, and left in a place I hoped someone kind would find him. Her last line read, "Please, if you're reading this, love him like I do." The news spread fast. By evening, Leo's story reached airport staff, then security, then passengers. Videos surfaced online of the little pup yawning, whimpering, looking around for someone he once trusted. Thousands reacted. Some were outraged, others heartbroken. Airport workers rotated feeding and comforting him. A volunteer vet confirmed Leo was underweight but healthy. His eyes followed every stranger, hoping to see a familiar face. But Alina was gone. Local shelters received hundreds of calls from people wanting to adopt him. Reporters arrived. Social media platforms lit up with hashtags. Hashtag find no home. Hashtag left but loved. Hashtag Leo the airport pup. In just 24 hours, Leo became a symbol, not of abandonment, but a sacrifice of love born out of desperation. Meanwhile, Alina was on a flight halfway across the world, heartbreaking in silence. She didn't know Leo had become a story. She didn't know people were searching for her. Her letter had no surname, no return address, just a name, Alina M. But internet users did what they do best: search. Someone spotted an old Instagram post with a golden retriever puppy and a girl named Alina from New Jersey. A dog trainer recognized Leo's face. A TikTok comment mentioned a woman asking about pet-friendly shelters days before. Piece by piece, the puzzle started forming. By the third day, a message appeared on a rescue center's inbox. "I think I'm the one who left Leo at the airport. I didn't think anyone would care." They replied instantly, "He's safe, he's loved, and people care more than you know." Leo was placed in foster care while decisions were made. Alina, still jobless and rebuilding her life, couldn't afford to bring him back. Not yet. But the internet community didn't want the story to end there. A GoFundMe campaign launched within hours. It had one goal: reunite Leo and Alina. Within 2 days, over $40,000 was raised. Airlines offered discounted transport. Vets donated free checkups. Lawyers stepped in to handle paperwork. Even hotels offered her a place to stay when she returned. Leo, now healthier and more playful, would soon be reunited with the one person who gave up everything for his safety. This wasn't just about a dog anymore. It was about humanity. At the same airport where it all began, 1 month later, a woman walked through the arrivals gate, eyes scanning, heart racing. From behind a security barrier, a golden retriever's ears perked up, tail wagged, eyes locked. It took 2 seconds, and they ran toward each other. Tears fell. Cameras flashed, but the world blurred around them. Leo jumped, barked, whined, and licked away every tear that fell on Alina's cheeks. She whispered, "I'm so sorry, baby," over and over, but he didn't need apologies. He just needed her. The crowd watching couldn't hold back their emotions. Strangers clapped. Staff cried. Even the same officer who had opened the suitcase stood quietly, a proud smile on his face. Leo and Alina were home, together again. This story reminds us that love sometimes looks like heartbreak, that the people who care the most often suffer the deepest, and that even in a world full of noise, compassion still whispers loudest. Leo was left behind, but he was never forgotten, because sometimes a forgotten suitcase isn't baggage. Sometimes it's a message. Love still exists, and it's waiting to be found.